See the 15th question. On December 2004, tsunami brought havoc on 14 countries, including India. Discuss the factors responsible for occurrence of tsunami and its effects on life and economy. In light of the guidelines of NDMA 2010, describe the mechanism for preparedness to reduce the risk during such events. Looks like a very big question, but there are two parts of the question. One is the factors responsible for occurrence of tsunami, and then what are the preparedness during those events. So preparedness in reducing the risk. So it is asking you about the response actually. Preparedness to reduce the risk during such events means response during those events. And then what are the factors responsible for those events? And then you can write some measures or futuristic solutions and conclude. So give the framework. Yeah, so yes, so measures given, obviously the question is quite straightforward. Okay, you need to write what are the main factors responsible for tsunami. Okay, and then impact of these factors, and then what is the preparedness and way forward. Okay, preparedness in the light of NDMA guidelines 2010. Okay, so you can just start the question by introducing what is a tsunami in 1 or 2 lines. Basically, tsunami is, the massive rise of the water, beyond some 5-meter or 10-meter height. If the water starts rising, it is called tsunami. Okay, and then what are the factors responsible for occurrence of tsunami? Basically, what is the factor? Main factor is the in the ocean, if there is any earthquake or any seismic activity in the ocean will result in the rise of water beyond certain height, which will result in tsunami. And there are certain volcanoes within the oceans, and if there are some subduction zones, okay, like if you remember the geography, there are some mid-oceanic ridges which are part of actually volcanic activity. So in such cases, when there is a volcano or volcanic activity within the ocean, it may result in a tsunami. And then if there are any cyclonic depressions which is going to impact the water or its pressure, then the entire water may rise beyond a certain level and cause tsunami. So these are some basic reasons, and maybe you can even write about the landslides causing tsunami or nuclear attacks. If there is a nuclear attack, it can also cause tsunami. So these are natural causes. Man-made causes also can cause tsunami. Like if there is any nuclear attack on a particular country, it can cause tsunami. So what are the effects of the tsunami on life and economy? So you can have two subheadings. One is life, one is economy. Or you can have life and economy in a single subheading, not an issue. Basically, what is the impact on life? Poorest of poor sections, especially the people who are extremely vulnerable, are at the risk of losing the life. And then the animals or the plants which also have life can be devastated with a tsunami. Okay. And then with regard to the economy, extremely high loss to the economy because property is damaged, and loss in livelihood, loss in employment, and then people may lose their own households. So all this will, and then loss in the standing crops, all this will impact severely the economy. And then when a nation is impacted by a certain disaster, the overall global sentiment also will decrease. The foreign investments also may decrease, and it may impact the stock markets and thus the economy. Hence, there are cascading reasons which may impact the life and economy. So then what are the preparedness in the in line with the NDMA 2010 to fight such particular disaster like tsunami. Yes, rise in immigration also can be a reason which can impact the economy. Okay, so after the 2004 tsunami, we brought the tsunami early indication center in Hyderabad under INCOIS. This gives the warning about tsunami in the Asia, Southeast Asia and the Indian Ocean region, mainly Indian Ocean region. It gives all the warnings pertaining to the tsunami. And then there is more knowledge about tsunami and the underwater activity so that we can properly and timely judge the tsunami and take immediate and necessary actions. Okay, and then we can also make, now we are using extensive use of technology, which can bring lot of information regarding the tsunami and the preparedness to reduce the risk during the tsunami. Okay, and also we can, now we are in a position to design and construct much better buildings or properties which can reduce the impact of tsunami on them. Okay, and then we can conclude by saying, by having all these measures in place, we can address tsunami as a disaster, and today we are in much better position to address tsunami as a disaster. Clear? Who has written this? Yes, use of local knowledge, especially, people like Sentinelese, they are said to have survived tsunami. So definitely you can use that local knowledge. Anyone's answer I have not? Anil. Okay. We can use the local knowledge also. Yes, earthquakes or seismic activities, landslides, volcanic eruptions. You can write about nuclear attacks or nuclear wars. Okay. Of course, that is a man-made reason. So you have divided on two, lives and economy. Good. Good. Yes. Vulnerability assessment, public awareness. You should have written about INCOIS, the Tsunami Early Warning Center. Yes, Coastal Regulatory Zone. Okay. You should have written about that institution. Okay. Okay. Good. Good answer, Anil.